This week I finally got to see Rom, a movie I've been looking forward to for quite some time, but due to the current world situation and a tiff with the Vietnamese censor, its release has been repeatedly postponed, so even though it had its premiere in October 2019 at the Busan International Film Festival, winning a prestigious award, it only got a theatrical release here last Thursday. So it was with my expectations set to high, I went into watching Rom. Did it live up to those expectations? Rom is a 2020 Vietnamese crime drama film directed by Tran Thanh Huy. 14-year-old Rom, played by Tran Anh Khoa, works as a bookie lottery runner to earn a living. He lives an unsettling life due to his separation from his parents and always yearns to earn enough money to find them. So the trailer for this gave me shades of Cidade de Deus, a Brazilian film that's maybe 20 years old now, that was about orphans who run drugs for the drug cartels in the slums of Rio and Sao Paulo. And this film is about two orphans who run numbers for the illegal bookies. And it's about how they survive on the very, very edges, margins of society. It's very much an introspective look, very dark look at how poverty and living on the margins of society forces these people into making horrible decisions just to survive. So you get two really engaging performances from the leads. They are very, very believable as the street urchins who essentially sell their luck to inveterate gamblers and then survive off getting a tiny proportion of those winnings, or, as the case is a lot of the time, receive brutal beatings from upset people who think that they have tricked them out of money. So the story is a fast-paced, frenetic affair with just a little bit of exposition at the beginning that basically sets up Rom's position in Vietnamese society as a street runner. He runs numbers for illegal bookies. He sells his luck to these people, and if they win, they pay him a little bit of money. If they lose, they blame him and he gets beaten. And it's basically a look at poverty and how these people are trapped within that cycle of poverty by the bad decisions that they make, trying to get out of poverty by gambling all of the money and then some that they don't have away. The fights and the chase scenes are the best thing about this film. Very brutal, very well shot, some really beautiful cinematography, and the fights are allowed to speak for themselves. They're shot so you can see what is happening. They're not cut. It's just focused on the fight, and I like that. The only real problem I had about this film was the ending, which is a choice. I mean, it just ends halfway through a scene, which was really weird, very, very jarring. I think I can see what the director was going for, which is basically that this narrative just doesn't have an end, right? The only ending to this kind of story is death. The two orphans are never ever going to escape this cycle of poverty that they were born into and abandoned into, essentially. There are also a few strange edits, and I think they are probably where the Vietnamese censor have got their scissors out. They didn't ruin the experience for me. Another year, another great Vietnamese movie, which shows that the film industry here is finally maturing and is fairly underrated in my opinion. You get a frenetic, fast-paced story with some absolutely brutal fight scenes and chase scenes throughout Saigon, which is why I'm giving it 4 out of 5 stars.